You're in the middle of all of this, and it becomes hard to hold on to your religion in the middle of all of this. It becomes hard because it's not the enemy of Islam that's pulling you away. Who's pulling you away? Your own family, your own parents, your own husband, your own wife, your own brother, your own cousins, your own in-laws. They're the ones pulling you away. So how do you deal with that? The most inappropriate response to this pressure is anger. And you know what? That is the most common response too. Your parents start yelling at you for growing the beard, and you're a young, hot-blooded guy. What do? Oh yeah? It's the sunnah. You can't tell me what to do. You're following culture, and I'm trying to follow Islam, and you slam the door in their face. Way to go. Because that's what Allah wants you to do, yell back at your parents. And they're just they're talking about your beard. What was Ibrahim's father talking about, alayhi salam? Was he talking about something small or something big? Go make sajda to idols, boy. And does he lose his cool? Does he get angry? We have to learn how to be with our parents. Even when they call you away from deen, it doesn't matter if they're Muslim or not. وَإِن جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِمَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. Allah Azza wa Jal tells us, if they struggle against you to make you follow what they themselves have no knowledge of, don't obey them, while at the same time accompanying them in the most dignified fashion. Obeying them is separate, respecting them is separate. Just because you didn't obey them for the sake of Allah when it came to matters of halal and haram, or when it came to matter of iman and shirk or kufr, just because you didn't obey them does not give you the right to get angry at them. You can't. You have to maintain family relations. A lot of families have been broken because one side feels that they are religious and the other is too liberal, and the religious side gets angry and they don't want to deal with the liberal element in their family. You have to learn to be patient with everyone. You have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to listen to the nastiest sarcasm, the nastiest language. Your mother will tell you, I wish you were never born, you're such a disappointment. You know? Your husband and wife will tell you, you don't look good anymore. I don't want to even sleep next to you. Look at that thing on your face. You know, they'll say those kinds of things. You will hear the nastiest of language from your own family. And you know where this began, just so we're trained? The Prophet ﷺ, one of his nastiest enemies, probably the worst. If you want to make a list of the enemies of the Messenger, the worst of the worst of the worst, Abu Lahab. Who is Abu Lahab? It's his uncle. It's his uncle. It's his neighbor too. And this uncle of the Messenger throws dead animal skin over the wall when he hears the Prophet praying, sallallahu, and they throw filth over. They leave these thorns in his path. So in the morning when he gets up, he gets injured. And you know what the nastiest thing is? When the Messenger ﷺ lost his son, when he lost his son, even if you have an enemy that you want to kill, and you hear they lost a child, you put the sword down and say, I heard about your baby, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll fight tomorrow. I'll let you have your condolences for a day. You would do that much for even your enemy. That's human compassion. His uncle, Abu Lahab, hears about the passing of the son of the Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and goes out of the house celebrating. He goes and tells the rest of Quraysh, Batara Muhammad. Muhammad's name has been cut off. He doesn't have any sons. Nobody's going to pass on his name. He goes and celebrates. What kind of an uncle? I mean, on top of that, what kind of an enemy? I've never heard of an enemy like that. So when you talk about animosity inside your family, you got nothing. You've got nothing on this man, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's been dealing with far worse. Far worse. And so what I want to share with you today, in order to keep your family intact, you have the Muslims here that are hoping to hold on to their religion. And I know you are here, the vast majority of you who are here, you're looking for some kind of a boost to your iman. That's why you came here. Or you came here so maybe your children will hear something good. That's why you came here. You didn't really come here for the long lines at lunch. You didn't come here for that. The vast majority of you came here because you're worried about your family. And I'm telling you, if you really are worried about your family, you better learn to become extremely patient with the rest of your family that isn't here and will not be here in the near future. Except if Allah knows best, you know. You don't anticipate them being here in the near future. You don't anticipate them being at the masajid. You anticipate them having inappropriate gatherings in their homes, but they are still your family. And who's going to give them da'wah? And let me tell you something else. This is very important. You have members in your family. Listen to this carefully now. You have members in your family that are so far apart from you, and they are so on the other end of the spectrum from you, the only reason you would ever talk to them is because they're family. And if they weren't family, you would probably not even go down the same street. You would never ever meet them. You would never associate with them. You would say, no, not those kind of people, I don't associate with them. And Allah made it in His qadr that you be part of that family because Allah wanted someone to give them da'wah and He chose it to be you.